All right, we're looking at number 8 on the final exam packet. Solve the absolute value inequality. List your answers in interval notation. So let's look at A. For A, we actually need to isolate the absolute value expression first. So we're going to divide by 2 and divide by 2, and those will cancel, and we will get actually 3x plus 1 is less than 13. At this point, we have to split this into two separate inequalities. So we'll have, at number 1, we'll have 3x plus 1 is less than 13. Then we'll also have 3x plus 1 is greater than negative 13. Now we're going to solve each of these as two separate inequalities. So we're going to add 1, subtract 1. That's a positive 1, so we need to subtract 1. We'll have 3x is less than 12, so x is less than 4. Over here, we'll again subtract 1, and we will have 3x is greater than negative 14. Divide by 3, and we have x is greater than negative 14 thirds. List your answers in interval notation. If x is less than 4, then that means 4 will be our greatest number. And if x is greater than negative 14 thirds, then negative 14 thirds will be our lowest number. So every answer will fall in this interval, somewhere between negative 14 thirds and 4. Okay? Let's look at part B. Part B, we don't need to isolate the absolute value. It's already isolated. So we'll just split it up into two parts. X plus 4 is greater than or equal to 15. And x plus 4 is less than or equal to negative 15. Okay? So now we're going to subtract 4 from both sides, and we get x is greater than or equal to 11. Over here we subtract 4 from both sides, and we get x is less than or equal to negative 19. Okay, now in interval notation, if x is greater than or equal to 11, but it's less than or equal to negative 19, we're going to have to write this as two separate sets of parentheses. X is greater than or equal to 11. So we're going to go over here and say that x goes from, we have to use a bracket because when it has greater than or equal to, you use a bracket. X is greater than or equal to 11. So it goes from 11 to infinity. Anything greater than 11 works. But we also have to say that anything less than negative 19. So anything less, so towards negative infinity from negative 19. So this is your answer. The way this would be read is your answer can be from negative infinity to negative 19, so anywhere less than negative 19, or anything greater than positive 11.